Ugezu, baby.
Sandra, okay.
Choma Apota.
Chia Wilfred.
Walter Kalada Anga.
I will encourage you to keep watching.
Keep watching. Keep watching.
Keep watching.
Keep watching. Keep watching. Nollywood Picture. TV.
TV.
TV. Nollywood Picture. TV.
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 Drink what I gave you freely and be sure when the arrows start coming, you will not be taken.
I have seen you before.
Yes, you have seen me before. It would be appreciated if you ask your maiden to leave us. I want to talk to you alone.
I know you as a very weird character. Why would you ask me to tell my maid to leave? I don't think I would like to be left alone with a character like you.
But if you cherish the company of your maiden so much, why didn't you tell her that you drank poison instead of wine?
How did you get to know about the wine? Are you confirming to me that what I drank was poison?
Ask your maiden to leave us. I want to talk to you alone and I don't have all the time in this world.
My maid is gone. What do you want to tell me?
Ubaja, your husband, whom you love so much, is evil. He is not a valid king. He has no respect for the sacredness of human life. His days are numbered. If care is not taken, disgrace out of office would be too basic an expression to qualify what is coming after him. This is a verdict of the gods. And I have come here because I know you are a noble woman. Do not get yourself involved with the war of the gods. It may consume you in the process. Good day.
Please wait. What do you mean by the verdict of the gods? Verdict.
What's happening here?
I overheard you asking someone to explain the meaning of the verdict of the gods.
You mean you did not see the young man that walked through that same door?
What are you talking about? Which door? I didn't see anyone. Where did he come in from? I came in from the shrine, where the chief priest insisted that I obey the verdict of the gods. Back here in my own house, here and now, I overheard you talking with somebody, you said he's a young man or whatever, and talking about the same thing.
I have confirmed that the glass of wine you gave me to drink was actually poison. And I want to tell you now that I resign as the queen.
What do you mean? Wait! What's happening? You are trying to walk out on me? By the way, who even told you it is possible that you could resign as queen?
You do not have respect for the sacredness of human life. Please leave me alone.
What is happening? Why is everything falling out of place? Am I losing grip? Am I?
Can you see your life? Can you see your life? Ezeonu Meronando and other credible elders have finally made nonsense of what is still remaining of your credibility.
What is the meaning of all this? How could they go to the press to write a disclaimer on a valid king?
Who told you that he's a valid king? Settle down and read all the points raised. Ubaja is going down. And if you are not careful, you are going to go down with him. Enuge.
This is Ezeonu of Urunebo. Can I help you?
What point are you trying to prove? Are you trying to prove to me that you don't know the very authority that is making this call to you?
Authority.
I believe you've seen the papers.
Exactly. And that is why I'm making this call to you. What is the meaning of that rubbish that you published? Why are you insulting the exalted position of the king of Urunebo kingdom? Who gave you the right to publish a disclaimer on the king that is ruling over us?
I am happy you know that he is ruling over you. All the credible citizens of Urunebo are not included in that bunch you refer to as us. The youths have spoken and there is no going back.
Ezeonu Meronando, let me get one thing clear from you. Are you the one that is inciting the youths against the king?
I want to give you one information. The youths of today are not the dozer youths we used to have. The youths of today are not afraid of illegal policemen that execute illegal orders. The youths of today are ready to die in pursuit of justice. They are sick and tired of your evil king. And I want to tell you immediately, You lack what it takes to sustain this war.
You sure young men have gotten the phone on me? What are they up to?
What exactly are you telling me? That the queen lied or what? What? Tell me!
No, Your Majesty. We never said so. Because surely we can't say so.
Then can you explain to me? Can you explain to me how and why the intruder entered this palace? From nowhere. And then went straight in to the queen's chambers, her living room. Tell me, how did he pass the gate? Who led him? Who showed him the way? Who? I said who?
My king.
Yes?
Maybe the queen mother saw a ghost.
Ghost? Did you say ghost?
Yes, my king. Because the only person that came here this morning was the meat supplier that came from the central abattoir. Apart from him, the other people that came here were the children that came to fetch water. And apart from them, no other person.
If you go to Amuma, you'll find out that she's just a girl without the gifts of appearing and disappearing. She's just a normal, beautiful girl that would one day settle down and raise a wonderful family. It's the gods of your land that are using her body and face to make appearances to you and to others. She's not even aware of these appearances. I must leave you with the warning the women left with your guard. Your days are numbered.
Is it possible that the gods are using these faces and bodies? Is it possible? What? What a pleasant surprise!
Now I see the emptiness of this palace. A palace where an airport taxi will drive straight into the compound without any guard stopping it. A palace where I can walk into the throne room and nobody will receive me. A palace where there are no porters at the gates to receive visitors. So this is why the people of Urunebo published a disclaimer that they're not part of anything happening in this palace.
Son, listen, you have just returned. You're just coming in. You don't know anything about Urunebo. All these your inflammable statements are not called for.
And this is what is greeting my glorious return. A disclaimer from the people of Urunebo. They don't want you as king. Father, how could you have allowed this kind of shame to be brought on your person? How?
I want you to tell me your impression about this whole revelation.
My impression is that Mr. Okoli, our foster father, is an honorable man, and I believe him 101%.
That's not what I'm talking about. I believe in him equally. But I want you to tell me what you think is right we do.
I don't know why you asked the question. But if I'm to say my mind, the best thing is for us to wait for things to unfold on their own.
Mr. Okoli has told us how the evil king murdered our biological parents. He has told us that he's from the original royal family of Urunebo. I was thinking you will use your position in government to restore royalty where it ought to be. Ezeonu the musician? What's he doing here? How did he know her address?
I bow to greet you because I know you represent something mightier than us. To what do we owe the honor of this visit?
Ngozi kogi ndị mmadụ na-emenefu unu bụ ndị Olisa gọzi gunu mmadụ achụ n'ụwa n'ike n'ọnwụ na-abịa n'ike Chukwu sị gị gbaba mbọ onye Chukwu anyị gọzili ọ gọzigo ya Kusiki baba mbọ onye Jehova na-edu ya edu n'onwe ya onye Chukwu anyị na-edu ya edu n'onwe ya onye buluchi ya ụzọ gbagbu onwe ya n'ọsọ Olisa nke nwe mmadụ nwezi ihe niile onye achụ n'ụwa n'ike n'ọnwụ na-abịa n'ike onye Olisa gọzili ọ gọzigo gị mmadụ na-emenefu
I look at you, I see people who have the mark of the Almighty God. And it's because of that mark, that's why the assassins didn't kill you that night. Your father has already told you he still doesn't know what actually happened that night. But I can tell you, it is an act of the Almighty God. And the reason is to prepare you too for the challenges ahead. I have come to let you know when God says yes, no man says no. The two of you have very important roles to play in the new Urunebo. But do not make such mistakes. Do not move faster than the God who has been leading you.
Everything is becoming confusing.
It was like a mystery before. It's getting clearer now.
It's not getting any clearer. Everything is becoming more confusing.
It is important you understand the caliber of a man you are trying to intimidate. I am Uche Onyemenandu of Urunebo. I am not afraid of anybody. Anybody.
One thing I would never do is to join issues with a riffraff like you. What's the meaning of this useless disclaimer you published in the dailies.
I understand your son is in town. If you don't understand the disclaimer that is written in simple English, then you can pass it to your son. He will interpret the meanings to you.
I hope you realize you're talking to Ubaja, the man who walks alone in the forest, the man who overpowered the hungry leopard and seized from that leopard the meat it was eating. Why are you provoking me to the point that I may be tempted to rip your flesh from your bones?
A man that is standing without the chief priest is standing without the gods. A man that is parading himself without Ugezu is already up against the elders of the land. You must confess publicly to all the atrocities you've committed in this land, and you must step down to your claim of royalty or face the verdict of the gods.
He cut the phone on me. He had the temerity to cut the phone on me. Oh, I will squeeze him mercilessly. I will separate his head from the rest of his body. Oh, I will rip his flesh from his bones. I will do that.
Father, you've not managed to tell me what he said.
The man said nothing. The enemy of the state had the effrontery to cut the phone on me. Oh! I will enjoy it. I will enjoy it when I will kill him.
Not to understand the handwritings on the wall. Can I be parading myself as a prince in a volatile land?
Your Majesty, I am surprised at this visit of yours. The queens of this kingdom do not move around at night, especially without a guard. What are you doing here at this ungodly hour of the night? And why are you not dressed like the queen? I am not dressed like the queen because it is clear I am not the queen. You see, a time comes when people tell themselves the truth. My sister, I am not getting you at all. Can you please throw more light? I have resigned as the queen, and I have told Ubaja. I would like you to gather the women for me. I would like to have a meeting with them tomorrow. This is getting interesting. Please, what do you want to tell the women if I may ask? I came to you because I know you have the power to gather the women, or don't you? If you are sure that you have resigned as the queen, then I will tell you that I will gather the women tomorrow for the meeting. Thank you. You're welcome. You know, you don't really know me because we are not close. I'm a very decisive woman. I don't open my mouth until I'm sure of what is coming out of it. This is the only kingdom we have. And we have to rise and rescue it from Ubaja. Please, gather the women for me. Good night. always known that God is not asleep. Chineke, Dal.
I don't know how you're going to react. But what you're doing with me, it's not right. I am a serving maiden in this palace. And it is wrong for the king to have his way with me.
You know, you're saying all this because you don't know the instruction I have given to the elders in council. They're going to make an important move tomorrow.
What move are they going to make tomorrow?
I'm going to drop your bride price tomorrow. Now that automatically makes you the queen of this kingdom.
Please, don't say a thing like that. Don't let the queen mother hear this. She's gonna kill me.
As I speak to you now, the queen is out of this palace. You know where she is?
She told us she was going to somewhere quiet to meditate. And she kissed us all before she left. We all know the queen mother does not deceive.
What if I tell you that the queen deceived all of you?
You are scaring me. Why would she leave?
She left because she knew that in the first place she was not qualified to be the queen. And I'm happy because, you know, all those things we were doing in secret, we can now actualize, bring it to the open.
You see, I'm supposed to be happy because I am getting married to the king. But I am not. I don't want it to be seen as a betrayal to the queen.
You don't let things like that bother you. The important thing is, I'm going to transform your life. And all the women in this kingdom will bow to you. How do you like that? Yeah? Do I qualify for a hug? Hey.
Mother, why would you choose to leave today that I told you I'm returning from the UK? You're the only one I confided in. Why did you leave?
I'm sorry, son. It was a matter of life and death and I had to leave.
Tell me your exact location. I want to see you now.
I'm sorry, son. I cannot tell you where I am right now until I see you face to face and be sure that you're not following your father's footsteps.
Oh, come on, Mother. You think I'm supporting my father? Give me some credit. Please tell me where you are. I want to see you tonight.
What's the rush for? Tomorrow is almost here. You know, son, your father wanted to kill me. And I would be a fool to remain with a man who wanted me dead.
Mother, there are some things you don't say. Why would my father want you dead?
He wants to get at a man. And he believes that killing me is a way forward for him. Do you know that your father actually poisoned a glass of wine and I drank it? I survived by an act of God.
This man he wants to get at, is he your boyfriend?
Excuse me? What did you just say?
Mother, this is the 21st century and everything is possible. It happens in the UK, so there's nothing bad if it happens here. I know my father is old and he can't perform sexually. So you might want to keep a guy around, you know, just to satisfy your sexual urge. And I see nothing bad in that. This guy, is he your boyfriend for real or he's just a gigolo?
You know what, Jidafo? Good night. We shall talk again tomorrow. God.
Listen, Mother, listen. Hello?
Is this the rubbish he learnt in the UK? So disgusting.
What's all this I'm hearing from the cook? He said you refused to eat the special meal I asked him to cook for you. Instead, you preferred smoking and drinking.
Father, do you need a soothsayer to confirm to you that this kingdom is on fire? This is not the time for us to talk about special dinner or whatever.
Wait a minute. Where are your royal beads?
Father, what we face in this kingdom is way bigger than royal beads and bracelets. I want to know the exact reason my mother left this palace.
Must we go into all that?
Yes, we should. I called her earlier and she seems not interested in coming back here.
Who even wants her back? Your mother is not a noble queen. And I'm sure she must have read the handwriting on the wall and decided to quit before I asked her to leave.
Father, what were you planning? Were you planning on killing her or sending her packing?
Why must you listen to your mother? And your father? The king. You should listen to me.
But Father, my mother confided in me that you wanted to kill her just because you want to get at a man. Who is that man?
You want the truth? Good. She even told you the truth. Pick up your phone and call your mother. Call her! Call her and ask her about the man she's been smuggling inside this palace. Into this palace. Ask her.
Father, are you sure my mother was smuggling men into this palace? Or you're just making up this story just to discredit her? Just like giving a dog a bad name because you want to hang it.
Your father, the king, is marrying a new queen tomorrow. That's what you should be thinking. Son, you should leave your mother alone and begin to look forward. See, this palace is bubbling. This palace is moving. Son, revenue is dropping into this palace in chunks and bigger chunks. Listen, in the palace safe, there is well over 100 million naira in physical cash. And all that is for you. You're my son. Come on, be happy. Align yourself with your father and you will be happy forever. Yes. One more thing. I want you to realize that what makes the leopard deadly and dangerous is deposited inside the ball of the leopard. Come on, son. Pick up your royal beads and be gallanted. Together we're going to fight and we will win. Okay?
Mosi, he's really through. Why are you looking at us as if you don't understand us? Your daughter has been working in the palace as a palace maid. The truth is that she became the trusted maiden that worked closely with the former queen, Nora. And during the period she sat as a maid in the palace, she mastered all the seductions and charisma of queens. We are here by the orders of the king. Your daughter is now the queen of Urunebo kingdom. And we are here to present you with these gifts and these traditional requirements. This is her bride price that makes her traditionally wife to the king.
Wow. Chiemerie, I am surprised at you.
Why are you talking as if you no longer understand and know our tradition in this Urunebo kingdom?
Now, Ngozi, tell me that custom and tradition which you think you know that I, Omenka, don't know.
Right. I will tell you. A woman that is getting married must be present to accept the man that is coming for her, or the representative of the man. Now, I have not seen my daughter, and you are asking me to give her hand in marriage to the king. You disappoint me.
Wait a minute. I want to understand one thing from you. Are you saying that you don't believe that it is actually the Igwe that sent us with these gifts and money to you?
What I'm saying is that I'm not going to announce my daughter married without hearing from her. Go and tell your king. That is what I have just said.
If hearing from your daughter is the issue, then you don't have a problem. I will now call the king, and the king will not only confirm to you that it was he that sent us to you, but will also hand over the phone to your daughter, who will give you all the confirmation that you need.
Majority of our people have opinion that 3 of you are compromised. Huh? And the way 3 of you are going through this lays credence that what they are saying is true.
Don't insult us here. Remember, we are representing the king, and you should learn to talk to us with prestige, dignity, and respect.
How am I even sure that your so-called king has not put my daughter in the family way? How come that you people have chosen to marry her using the method that is very strange to our land? Eh? Just go and tell your king that my daughter remains a maid in that palace. He has no right to convert her to any other thing.
Do you ever realize that by your continued resistance to this marriage, you are preventing your daughter from being the queen of Urunebo kingdom? You will become royalty by marriage.
Yes, I desire to be royalty, but not with the man that people have abandoned. Yes, go and tell him what I have just said. Yes, I'm not that kind of man that people can deceive with gift and a large chunk of money. I'm not that type of man.
Do you realize you are of the Semawato village?
Oh no.
Kedu, why are you talking like this?
Chiemerie, I am disappointed at you. Don't let me repeat myself.
Mother, please, I came for something important and I don't want to deviate from it. I was the one that told you that I've discarded the princehood. I have realized my mistakes. I am still the prince. I am still royalty. Forget that side. I want you to answer my question. Why did you do what father said you did?
This is so unbelievable. Your father told you that I was bringing men into the palace and you believed him.
If you want me to believe you, then you have to tell me the truth. Father told me that he missed the man by the whiskers, and you actually confirmed to him that there was a man. So who was that man?
This is so unbelievable. Jennifer, let me ask you. Do you think that I'm a promiscuous woman?
Well, it doesn't matter to me now, even if you are. All I want you to do is to confirm to me that it happened, then I'll know how to handle my father.
I named you Jidelfo. And it is so appalling that you don't even know the value of the name you bear.
I'm really sorry, mother, but I think you're appealing to sentiments. The question is, why on earth would you bring a man into the palace? This kingdom has developed significantly and there are so many coded hotels here and there. So you couldn't even take him into a hotel?
Are you telling me that you believed your father?
This palace is bubbling. This palace is moving. Son,
revenue is dropping into this palace in chunks and bigger chunks. Listen, in the palace safe, there is well over 100 million naira in physical cash. And all that is for you. You're my son. Come on, be happy. Align yourself with your father and you're happy forever. Okay?
To be honest with you, Mom, I believe my father. I'm just so happy for you that you were able to build this place. Maybe you should live here with him. I'm ashamed of you, Mother.
Jidon. You have the right to believe what you want to believe. You are entitled to your opinion. But I have to tell you the truth right here and now. I never cheated on your father. I did not smuggle any man into the palace. I left the palace because your father wanted to kill me. I remained the noble woman of Urunebo kingdom. And I'm leaving posterity to judge your father and I.
Ekweleze zurike amamado amamado aruna ekweleze zurike amamado amamado ajeza batati sasi obodo budo nyisi nana obodo adimma urundinze amamado amamado do yagogo amamado amamado Amumekweleze zurike amamado amamado aruna ekweleze zurike amamado amamado ajeza batati sasi obodo budo nyisi nana obodo adimma urundinze amamado amamado do yagogo amamado amamado.
I can't believe this is happening right here in the throne room. It is absurd.
Eh? You know what I like about you? You use words without knowing their true meanings. Eh? I am king. And I have just crowned you the Obieze of Urunebo. I don't understand how you use a word as strong as absurd, to describe what the king does with his queen.
You fool.
Yeah. 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 Speak on.
Your Majesty, we are having difficulty convincing the father of the maid to accept the bride price and the gifts that we have brought to him.
Why is he reluctant to accept such a lavish gift?
We have even gone back and promised him on your behalf that the king has approved making him one of those that will be managing the gravel and stone site.
And what did he say to that?
He rejected that too, insisting only on seeing his daughter.
Why would he go on insisting? Why?
You see, at this point in time, I have just crowned her the queen, the Obieze of Urunebo, Queen Obieze of Urunebo. And she's right here with me, adorned fully like the queen she is, looking resplendent. So why would the father turn down so many of such offers?
Your Majesty, we are calling to make a request.
Yes, which is?
Release the queen to come and see her father. For her to have even accepted to be crowned the queen has weakened the defense of the father, and he would have no option than to release her as soon as he understands her new status.
Is that the consensus of opinion of the Council of Elders?
Yes, it is a unanimous decision by the elders in council.
All right. Consider it done. The queen will see her father today.
Kehoku, what did he say?
Are you asking me? You know we have a very understanding king. As usual, he approved everything without any objection.
Very good. That's ubaja.
And you know what? He has already crowned her the queen.
No, why? I have a problem with that. Why must he do a thing like that? Why should he go ahead and crown her the queen without consulting the elders in council? Amadi, why should that be a problem? Eh? Don't worry. When the dust settles, we tell him how much to pay. More money. Don't worry about that.
Your father wants to see you today. I don't know what his reasons are, but I want you to understand that you have to see him today.
Thank you very much. I can't believe this is happening to me. Hey, little me. Little Ujunwa of Awata, a one-time palace maid attached to Queen Nora, is now Queen Obieze.
Obieze.
Okay, Obieze, that is the king's heart.
Yes.
Obieze of Urunebo. This is magical. I think you will keep it.
Come on. Get up.
This is the second time you are visiting this shrine. Who are you?
My name is Emenike, and I'm from this land.
What I know for sure is that you have the aura of the gods. I am only but the chief priest, not a seer. Something tells me that you are an important personality. And I insist. I want to know who you are. Who are you?
I'm from the Nwokoye family.
I know it. I know it that the Nwokoye family is not finished. What have you been doing all this while that ubaja is discreet in this land?
Well, I've come to ask you another question. You as a chief priest, what have you been doing to stop this man that is desecrating this land?
Urunebo, our land of peace, is the kingdom of the gods. We don't go ahead of our gods. The gods are not asleep. I, as the chief priest, I know that at the right time, the gods will rise and do the right thing.
Do you know where the Odudueze is as you speak?
As I am talking to you right now, I cannot say exactly where the Odudueze is located. But the gods revealed to me that the symbol of authority is with a member of the Ngozi family. Yes, a member of Ngozi family is holding it and would return it to me when it begins to change its colors like chameleon. Are you the one holding the symbol of authority?
Apart from my sister and I, are there other survivors of Nkoye family?
Are you the one holding the symbol of authority?
Yes. I am the one holding the symbol of power and authority of Urunebo.
Has it started changing colors in line with the revelation I got from the gods?
It started 4 days ago. I got scared, and that's why I'm here.
You don't need to be scared. This discussion will continue after you brought the symbol of authority to me.
Now if I return the Odudueze, who are you going to give it to?
We shall wait for the verdict of the gods. For now, you go and bring me the symbol of authority. Go now.
Ngozi, in line with your requests, she has come to see you. This is Queen Obieze of Urunebo Kingdom. She has arrived, and we shall be delighted to see you stand to give her the respect that she deserves.
Yes. Okay, my daughter, come.
No, Ngozi. You cannot take our queen to any secret meeting.
Chukwuemeka, I want you to know that this girl standing here is my daughter. And I can't remember telling you that I have given her hand in marriage to any man. So you cannot just address her as your queen.
My queen. We are in your father's compound. And I'm sure the spirits of the vicinity are hearing us. This business is strictly yours. And has nothing to do with your father here.
And what type of information are you passing to her?
I am giving her important information. Ngozi, I am going to prove to you that we are in Igbo land. And in Igbo land, a child does not just belong to a man. A child belongs to all the people in the community. My queen, I want you to tell the spirits of this vicinity that you willingly accepted being the queen of Urunebo Kingdom and that you were not forced or coerced by anybody.
Impossible. How can you lure her into making such abominable statement? Eh? Come, let's... No. Where is that? Come. Okay, I'm coming. Okay, wait for me.
My queen, your father is full of witchcraft. A sorcerer. He is a sadist. And he's doing everything to prevent you from entering into the opulence of the palace. To know that you are already under the king's protection. You are the queen already. So look into his eyes and tell him that there is no going back. Eh? There is no going back.
Yes, you drag me to this place. What for?
I am your wife. And you know I've always respected your judgment.
So, why are you not willing to respect my judgment now?
This one is different. Our daughter has found happiness in the eyes of the king. And she's going to be happy as his wife. Do not prevent your daughter from entering where her happiness is guaranteed.
Are you aware we are talking about the man the youth has abandoned?
Forget the youth. Forget them and think about the wealth in that family. Those elders have promised that the king will help you renovate this house you have been laboring for years to do. And I know the king will do it for us. Please, go and give them your blessing and our daughter will be happy.
I am not making a mistake, father. Queen Inyora was found wanting and was sent out of the palace. I was the only one the king found worthy of her replacement. Father, please, allow me to be his wife.
Do you realize we are talking about a man the gods have abandoned? I mean, an evil king that have been killing and shedding blood recklessly. A man we have ceased to recognize as a king in this kingdom.
Why are you doing this? Eh? Why? That you've ceased to recognize him as the king does not change the fact that he is still the king. He is the richest man in Urunebo as we speak. And there is no way I will allow you to ruin my daughter with your hardened heart. Yes!
You know what? I am no more interested in this business. I'm not part of it. Go ahead and do whatever you want to do. I'm out of here.
My dear, cheer up. He is your father and I am your mother. Chiemerie out there is his brother from this same Awato village. If he refuses to bless the marriage, Chiemerie will do it.
But why is father kicking against it? Do you know the king has a very big plan for us?
I know. Forget your father and think about your future as the queen. Cheer up, my dear. Please. Everything is resolved. Yes, my daughter is the queen now. She has the blessings of the family.
Your Majesty, Mana, I can have Ishaka to Baboniaka. What is Ngozi? He should come back here and tell us that he has swallowed his words. Yes.
Is she Amadi? Inozikwe? How can you be asking for Ngozi when the mother of the new queen has told us here that this marriage has received a family blessing? Or are you one of those who still hold the opinion that women are nothing?
Agbara, I never said that our women are nothing. I never said so. How can I say such a thing even in the presence of our queen? I just feel that it will be proper for us to have Ngozi here to give his final blessing. Why you make why he build? Huh? Chiamadi. Marian! Why are you flogging a dead horse? Eh? Ngozi is my brother. Even here in our Awato village, I am more recognized as a traditional man than Ngozi. So I am here to give your majesty a final blessing. Your majesty, please, I don't want you to kneel down before me, but I want you to kneel before the gods and the spirits of this vicinity that have come to give you your marital blessings. Please, come and kneel down. Ebe ayo men. Ngwa no
I organize.
Oya adịrịghị mma nwa m. Ise. Ihe amụ ezuzu oke mụ ozuzu orie. Ise. Ihe erighị anyị ha abịa. Ise. Ihe erighị ha abịa. Ise.
No. This is a bad omen. Why is it changing into different shapes and colors?
The time has come for me to take it back to Urunebo.
Are you out of your mind? You want to give it to the evil king that wiped out our entire family?
I'm not a fool. I'm taking it back to the chief priest.
And how are you sure that the said chief priest is not as compromised as the king? And how are you also sure that if you give this Ududueze to him, that he won't give it to the king? How are you sure?
Urunebo, our land of peace, is the kingdom of the gods. We cannot move faster than our gods. But I'm very sure at the appropriate time, the gods will rise and do the right thing. I shall see you later.
And please, be careful. Be very careful.
We allowed in this meeting because it is wrong to hold you as an evil just because your father is evil. We wanted to hear from you, and now we have listened to you. I can tell you immediately that I am totally disappointed.
And may I know the reason why you're totally disappointed? Why would you people choose to embarrass my father, the king, before me?
And may I ask you, the kingdom where your father is the king, answer him.
My father is the king of this land. So why the hell are you asking me the kingdom in which my father is the king?
Now, Jirof, I want to ask you a question. Who do you believe? Do you believe these elders that are actually doing everything possible to save this land from destruction? Or is it your father that is actually destroying this land that you believe?
What's your name again? Mpume. Good. Mpume, first of all, you don't have any right to address me by my first name, Jidofo. I am His Highness, Prince Jidofo of Urunebo Kingdom. So next time, you should learn to address me with respect. Now to answer your stupid question, I believe my father, not this poverty-stricken and disrespectful old man.
On the strength of that your answer, I'm ordering you out from this meeting this minute.
Excuse me? Now. What did I hear you say?
Leave! You just have 5 seconds to leave this meeting. And the counting starts now. 1, 2.
Do you know who the fuck you're dealing with?
3, 4. Come on! Take it away! Take it away!
I am pleading with you, Your Majesty, to please calm down and communicate. I am at your service.
Mr. Honorable DPO, why are you talking as if I have water in my mouth? As I speak with you now, my son is lying critically ill in the intensive care unit of Shekina Hospital.
I am sorry, Your Majesty. What happened?
What happened is that my son was beaten up. My son was beaten up mercilessly by that vagabond who calls himself the leader of the youths in this village. My son was beaten up when he was carrying out his duties as the prince of this land.
That is a crime.
Of course that's a crime. That's why I'm calling you. That's why I am telling you
reporting this matter to you, that you do something about it. I have called your commissioner, and he assured me that you could handle this matter. Mr. DPO, I want you to handle this matter expeditiously so that I do not have to call the Inspector General.
You don't have to disturb the overall boss over this minor issue. I can handle it.
Good. Good. I want you to arrest all the youths in this village. Arrest all of them! I will be mad if any of them escapes. Mr. DPO, arrest all of them. Get back to me. I will tell you what to do.
Oh, no. Consider it done, Your Majesty.
Crush these people. I will crush them.
Your Majesty, I am pleading with you to calm down. Calm down, Your Majesty. The prince, I know, will be alright. Besides, Your Majesty, this is not the best way to celebrate the arrival of the new queen. And besides, Your Majesty, these are your subjects.
They are taking too much. I mean, why would anybody, for that matter, raise his hand against the prince of this land, against my son?
Ezeonu.
Akanyo, Your Majesty. Akanyo. I know it will be alright.
Urunebo is bouncing back to its former glory.
I want you to assure me that this symbol of authority is safe in your custody.
I cannot give you any assurance. All the assurance you need shall be given by the gods of this land. Bless it at the middle.
Let's see what gods can do.
Chief Priest, what have you done? Is it not the spirit of Odudueze that just left?
You have done your own part. Let the gods do the rest.
You want to rule the world, so you're killing for silver and gold, shedding innocent blood. For your crime, you will surely pay.
This is one of the happiest days in my life. I want us to toast to the success of this marriage. I want us to toast to the success of this kingdom.
we shall continue to grow from strength to strength. I decree that we shall all be happy, continue to be happy until we breathe our last.
What is this? This is blood.
Calm down, my queen. We're all as surprised as you are. You saw me pop the champagne, and then suddenly it turned to blood. Do you realize we are talking about a man the gods have abandoned? I mean, an evil king that have been killing and shedding blood recklessly. A man we have ceased to recognize as a king in this kingdom.
I am getting confused. I don't understand what is going on here anymore.
What I see here is the perfect exhibition of your father's witchcraft. Ngozi is your father. He is my brother. And we all know that he is an evil man. I'm telling you all this because I know he is a sadist. He does not want you to marry the king. That is why he decided to turn our expensive champagne into blood. Ubaja, I want you to leave this to me to handle. Ibai, Anam. Ubaja.
No, Your Majesty. I can't believe that. My father is not an evil man.
How can you say a thing like that? Didn't you see the evil staring you in the face? Listen, your father is a sadist, and I want you to realize that. You must resist him. You must. Your father is one of the men that want to disgrace us. Now, listen. You and I, we must agree here and now that nobody is going to disgrace us. Not even your father.
Buru,